the ash. Yeah, ho, we tapping and passing like magic. No, we not asking, we see it, we grabbing. Diamonds, they flashing, go blind when I'm passing. Mask on, I'm clapping, no mask on assassin. Jugging, we snatching, all black is the fashion. We not the same, bro, just look at the fabric.
Hey, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Kama. We back with another video, man. Hey, man, real quick, as you know, we already on the bye week, man. Tonight the Eagles take on the Houston Texans. I'm expecting that to be a pretty lopsided game, to say the least. But even though we didn't make a trade in the trade deadline, that don't diminish like how good I think our team is. Like I do think would you love to see a Brandon Cook, so to speak, because he seemed to be the hot name. Would you love to see a Brandon Cooks or somebody like that on the trade and us trading for somebody like that? Would you love us to see us trade Odell Beckham, from what I'm hearing, is still a couple of weeks out from being able to practice and things of that nature? I mean, yeah, but we're not the only team that didn't trade for Brandon Cooks, so obviously something didn't pan out within the Houston. Houston probably wanted a little bit too much, or they wasn't really willing to bend on the salary, because, you know what I mean, for example, the Eagles traded for Robert Quinn, but the Bears are paying a majority of his salary. So, like, I guess the Texas wasn't willing to bend on that aspect or something, because it's not just Dallas. A lot of teams called for Brandon Cooks, and it didn't go through. But anyway, I was watching. I don't watch any mainstream shows like that, but I seen a clip on YouTube. Let me say that. Max Kellerman and Keyshawn Johnson and Jay Williams talking about which team's future success is set up more, and his top five. This is not in the order because I don't remember the order, but I know it's in top five. It's more like the Chiefs, Bills, Eagles, Bengals, and the Chargers, and Keyshawn Johnson was making the case for the Cowboys why Dak should be in that conversation, and Max Kellerman was giving the pushback, but then when you bring up Dak, he wants to bring up the lack of playoff success, things of that nature, which is funny to me, because how do you bring up playoff success and why Dak couldn't be on the list but you got two guys up there without a playoff victory? Now, Joe Burrow, I understand his team with the Super Bowl. You can say what you want to say. He got more playoff victories than Dak and one playoff run. But, yeah, that's fine. But like Keyshawn Johnson says, you need a lot of things to come together for your team to make a successful run. It's not just the quarterback. So it's like, so I understood that, but it's like people arguments be so inconsistent, because it's like Justin Herbert's never been to the playoffs. That's one. Jalen Hurts is 0-1 in the playoffs. That's two. Dak has one playoff win, so if that's the criteria, wouldn't he be above them just because of that? I mean, it is what it is. But and not to mention, Jalen Hurts and them, they just losing the playoffs. They was down 31-0 at one point. So like, if that's the criteria, I don't know. So like, but anyway, I digress, man. And why, after watching multiple film sessions, because I don't do film sessions myself, I go back I watched the All 22. I'm actually kind of excited for the future of the run defense. When we went to certain formations with Quentin Bohanna and Jonathan Hankins in there, our run defense actually did well versus the Bears. And Jonathan Hankins, for his first game, actually made an impact. And I think moving forward and going into the bye week, I think when we have more focus on the run game, I think that move will pay dividends. We didn't really see it in the Bears game because we didn't need to see it, because the amount of scoring we were doing and everybody was in pass rush mode. But I think in more competitive games and things of that nature, and when, especially in first and second down, we'll start to see the improvements on the run defense better, so to speak, man. Like, And not to mention, we had a lot of guys out in that game, man. Like, no excuses, but a lot of guys was out. I don't know if a lot of people know, Sam Williams didn't play. Malik Hooker didn't play. We lost Anthony Barr. Anthony Brown went down at one point in time. Donovan Wilson went down. Javon Curse went down. We had a lot of moving parts in that games that a lot of people that played that wouldn't play. It was Damone Clark's first game. He didn't have no. We were supposed to play. He was supposed to play special teams. He had to play the majority of the game because it was no Anthony Barr. But it is what it is, man. But it is what it is. I'm not panicking though, man. But like, you know what I mean? I feel like we're in a great space. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Always remember, like and subscribe. It's your boy Comments. Salute.